Good morning. I am just going to go live on Xena. Let me just copy and paste that. There we go. Publish. Here we are. A refresh. How are we all today? Oops. No, hold on a second. It's always that teething. No. Copy link. Here we are. What we need. One day I'll be good at tech. Okay. Wonderful. Let's close it down. Good morning, good morning, good morning. We are live on Xena. Let me just press play. Press play. There we go. Let's see. Good morning, good morning. We are live on Xena. I've got a beautiful new computer and it is looking fabulous. We've got the best image ever. So I'm just going to reset my computer. We can see all my laundry. I'm going to move that. Mum life. Mum life. Okay, good stuff. So we are going to start today with a lovely breathwork program that is just going to reactivate those tummy muscles after having given birth. Okay, so we're thinking about just squeezing that waist, that corset-like muscle that wraps around the waist here, which is going to help get that core reactivated. Okay, so we are. Can you see me if I stand up tall? No, you cannot. That's rather annoying. Hold on. Oh, we do have another person there. Hello, hello. Morning. I'm just setting up the camera, so give me a chance. It's a learning curve, I must tell you. There we go. Just trying to get a nice little image of the computer as well. Oh my God, there's too many chairs in the place. Whoop, we'll get there, we'll get there. So we are going to be doing a gorgeous little postnatal rehab program. Good morning. Let's see. Yes, you can see me straight as well, but standing tall. Okay, so let's start again. So we are going to be doing a postnatal program, which is going to be focusing on getting your posture nicely aligned, but also getting the core kicking back in. Okay, so we're going to start with breath work. It's super gentle. We want everything nicely aligned. So your diaphragm and your pelvic floor should work together. So as you breathe in, they come down. As you breathe out, they come back up. And then you've got your transverse abdominals, which wraps around your waist here, which we also want to fire up as well. Okay, so I'm going to take my jumper off so you can see what I'm doing. I'm going to stand back. We're going to start in standing. Ooh, getting all stripped off. Thank God for the heating, hey? So we're going to just start at the end of the mat, okay? I want you to think about just rooting your feet down to the floor. Posture is so important when we're getting everything back kicking in again. So rooting your feet down to the floor, roll the feet up and out so you get that little lift through the arches of the feet, and you should feel your quads kicking in and also your bottom kicking in. You're going to place your hands on your hips and we're going to do some pelvic tilt. So you're going to squeeze the bottom, roll the pelvis back. Breathe in, tummy comes out, breathe out. I want you to think about opening up through those shoulders and growing through the crown of the head. Breathe in. Breathe out. Lovely. It's just quite nice having the hands on the hips. You might find it's quite hard to do a pelvic tilt at this stage because everything's quite stiff through this lower lumbar region where your tummy's been pulled forward and everything kind of comes here. This area gets quite stiff. So it's a really important thing to start doing. If you can't do it, don't worry. This is just about reconnecting to that area, practicing little by little. And the other live that I did last week when you're lying on your back is a really nice way of starting to get this pelvic tilt. Okay, so if you can't do it in standing, don't worry. Breathe in. Breathe out. Lovely. Okay, we're going to allow our hands to be here. We're going to drop our chin down to the chest. We're going to just do a really gentle roll down. Just nice and soft. Letting one vertebrae roll over the other. Keep those knees soft so we're protecting the lower back. And then you're going to walk the legs when you get down to the bottom. Little hamstring stretch. Good. You're going to take a breath in. Breathe out. Draw the tummy back towards the spine. One vertebrae over the other. All the way back up. Come back to neutral. So I want you to come back to that perfect posture. So the knees are soft. The pelvis is back in neutral. The shoulders are open. You're growing through the crown of the head. Lovely. Breath in. Breathe out. Same thing again. Roll down. This is basically just a little stretch. We're getting circulation, movement into all of those joints, reminding them that they're made to move. The reason why we have lots of joints in our body is to allow movement. They can become stiff, which gets the muscles nice and hard, and they stop allowing that body to move in the nice, gentle way that we want it to. Good, coming all the way back up. Lovely. Okay, should feel quite nice. Last one. Drop the chin, roll forwards. Good. Knees soft. One vertebrae rolling over the other. If you want to, you can put your hands on your legs. Good. Okay, we're going to bend the knees and we're going to come down into 4-point kneeling. Okay. So, from here, you want your hips over your knees, your hands slightly further forward to your shoulders. Okay. So again, we're in a really lovely aligned position. Nice straight back. And we're just going to breathe in this position. First things first, I want you to push the floor away. So can you see I'm not like sagging down through my shoulder blades here. I've lifted up through the breastbone. We're going to take a nice big breath into our tummy. Breathe out. Breath in. Breathe out. I want you to imagine that as you breathe in, that your tummy is like a big balloon that's filling full of air. Your spine stays still. Everything else is nice and still. Breathe out. Squeeze that air out. Feel the tummy draw up and close. Okay? So I'm going to stand up just so you can see. You're going to breathe in. Breathing out, squeezing, engaging through that midline. We should feel that tummy zipping from the pubic bone all the way up to the sternum. Okay, breathing in. Notice nothing else is moving. Breathing out. Good. Breathing in. Breathing out. If you have had a C-section, this is a really nice way of kicking those tummy muscles back in, because the gravity helps you relax that tummy muscle. It also helps you feel how to lift and engage. You feel that activation through the midline. It can be really hard to get those tummy muscles kicking back in again after having had a C-section. This is a safe way. All we're doing is breathing. Just starting to get some movement through that area. I found after my C-section, my lower back really hurt because nothing was working. And this is the only thing. I used to have a shower in the morning and I would do 5 to 10 breaths just to kick my muscles back in and remind them what they're supposed to be doing. Big breath in. And it was enough just to take the pain away, just to help me get on with my day. Good. Breathing out. Good. Okay, we're going to add in a pelvic tilt. So you're going to breathe in. I want you to dip the pelvis forwards. So you notice I'm making more of an arch in my back. Then you're going to breathe out, squeeze the bottom and roll the pelvis back. So we're flattening the back. Now notice I'm not coming up into a cat stretch. Okay, so we're trying to isolate this lower part of the back here. And this again is just starting to get some of that control back through that lower part of the spine. Good, breathing in, roll forwards. Breathing out. Now you might find that this is really jerky. If you do have a stiff lower back, this might be going and that's okay. But what you'll find is the more that we do, the more that we get some movement. Breathe in, breathing out. Okay, nice and slow. Everything's controlled. Again, lift through the shoulders. Even though we're staying in a static position, we're still getting some work through those shoulders, okay? You're going to notice as time goes on, you might find that you've got a stiff upper back. that your lower back is stiff as well. This is just a really nice way just to get some strength and mobility through that. Good. Breathing in. Told you this is gentle. Breathing out. Lovely. 2 more. Breathing in. Breathing out. Good. That tummy's coming back, engaging, switching on through that midline. Good. Breathing in. And breathing out. Good. Let's drop the head and come into that cat stretch now. So lifting up through the shoulders. Lovely stretch through the mid of the back, part of the back here. Good. And then come back to neutral. So I want you to come back to that start position. So again, this is really good practice of teaching your body where neutral is. We don't want to come back to that sagged kind of relaxed position here. We want to be nice and strong and active, but in a very gentle way. Okay, drop the head, squeeze the bottom, lift through the breastbone. Breathe, stretch. Good. Come back to neutral again. Press the floor away, lift through the breastbone. Same thing again. Drop the head, squeeze. And relax. Good, 2 more. Well done. Should feel nice. Breathe in. Let the tummy relax. Breathe out. Good. From here, we're going to stay in this tilted position. You're going to keep the pelvic tilt on. You're going to just lean back a little bit. Push back with the hands. You should feel a mid-back stretch. Okay, so this is in between where your ribs and your pelvis are. You've got muscles and they can get very tight as well. But having that pelvic tilt on and then leaning back can help open up that stretch. Those muscles, sorry. Breath in, breathe out. You won't be able to go too far back. Good. Okay, come back. Let's relax back to neutral. We're now going to open the knees nice and wide, bring our toes together, and we're going to come back into child's pose. Okay, so we're stretching that upper back. If it's comfortable, you can relax your forehead on the floor, the arms are outstretched, or you can bring your arms down by your side. And then here, we're just going to breathe again. So what I'm hoping for is as you breathe in, you feel the back area here where my hands are expanding. So because we're in this position, your tummy is being kind of resisted by the legs. So what happens is the breath comes all the way back into the back of the lungs and then down into the pelvic floor. So this is a really lovely way of getting that pelvic floor to relax. So breathe in and just let go. Good. Breathe in and let go. So what we're feeling as you breathe in is you should feel your pelvic floor drop and descend. It almost feels as if you're about to do a pee or a poo. Everything's dropping and descending down. You want to feel that relaxation. You might find it's quite hard to relax through your pelvic floor, and it's a really important part of recovery. We don't just want to activate and lift the pelvic floor. We want it to drop down as well. Okay, so all the way back down. Nice big deep breath in, right down into your pelvic floor. Feel everything expanding and dropping away as you breathe in. You can even put your fingertips, if you're happy to, near your anus on the outside, on where the butt cheeks are, basically, just breathing in. And you should feel the pelvic floor drop down and descend. So it's a nice way of seeing if you're actually relaxing into your pelvic floor. As you breathe in, you're going to feel some pressure and then just relax. Everything should come back up and lift. Breathe in and relax. Good, last one. And out. I'm sure you could probably stay there for a while. Lovely. Let's come back into this position. The last thing we're going to do is a really lovely upper back stretch. Okay. So we're going to start going away. So you're going to have your hand, pass it underneath this elbow. Try and keep your hips over your knees. Now you might find that you're really stiff and you struggle. If you notice that your hips are coming back, you're not going to be getting as good a upper back stretch. So really think about where your hips are. You want to keep your hips over your knees. Just breathe into that stretch again. Good. And then come up. And I want you to look up to the ceiling. Good. And then under again. All the way. Good. Reach. And up. Good job. And under. Amazing. All the way. Such a nice stretch. You're going to love this for your upper back. Good. Other side, reaching under. Take a breath. Have a look if you've got a mirror or if you've got your camera. See if you can check those hips. I noticed my hips were creeping back there. I can now see in the camera. Good. Up to the ceiling. Press that floor away. Look up at the hands. So you get a bit of a neck stretch too. So super gentle. Reach. Good. And up. Lovely. Good. Last one. Well done. And up. Good job. Okay, you're going to walk your hands back towards your knees. Tuck the toes under. Just see if you can come into a deep squat position here again. So again, this is just having another stretch. Now you might not be able to get your heels to the floor. That's okay. You might not be able to even get into this position. Just see where you're at. Again, we're just working into those hips that can get really stiff. Again, if you can, let's do some breaths in this position. So we're relaxing the pelvic floor again. So take a nice big breath in. Feel everything drop away. It does feel odd letting go of that pelvic floor. We spend so much time thinking about activating, but we want to relax too. And out. Good. I'm going to get you to bring your hands towards you, lift your hips up to the sky. Keeping the knees soft. Let's just walk those hamstrings again. Nice relaxed head. Use that tummy. Breathe out as we roll all the way up. Well done. Bring your hands together. Take a nice big breath in. And stretch. Keep that tummy strong as you go around. So we're not kind of bending and pushing into that lower back again. Breathing in. Try and take those arms as far behind you as you can. So you really get into those pec muscles at the front. You get that lovely stretch. Lovely. One more. Breathing in. Oh, touch the ceiling. And out. Amazing. Good job. I hope you enjoyed that. Let me know in the chat how that felt. I'd love to see who is here. I'm trying to see if I can see, but I can't see who's there, but I know that there are some people here. So I'm really glad to see you here. I hope you enjoyed it. Join me next week on Thursday at 10 o'clock and I will be here to do a little bit more. All right. Take care. Have a great day. Well done as well.